Hi everyone, it's Leonore. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. This is part 2 of the retrograde energy. This is the reading. Part 1 was about the insight and information of all the planets that are going retrograde. We already have one. Pluto is retrograding, but there's going to be 5 more other planets following, and it's starting next week. As well as a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse coming in June. And so I thought it was a wonderful idea because it is crazy out there. And so I wanted to get a little bit of, any messages coming from Spirit and our guides, to see. I don't know. I obviously my cards are face down, so I don't know. I haven't done an energy read in a while, and I'm glad I'm doing it now. Actually, I thought it was a great idea given to me by Spirit. Okay. All right. So I have my Chrysalis Tarot as well as my Game of Thrones, and I'm going to use my Karma cards. My Karma cards are divided by houses, planets, and signs. And so let's see what's going to affect us, or what is affecting us right now in this retrograde, okay? It's a house, and it's the third house. Okay, wonderful. The third, Mercury. All right, I did speak about Mercury in part 1. Very interesting. This is Gemini. Third house is Gemini. Mercury rules the third house. So if this hits if this hits home to you, any of these keywords, I would suggest you pay attention, okay? But honestly, right now it's hitting all of us. This third house is going to be hitting all of us. So some keywords are your ideas. It says short term thinking and trips. Who or what is around you? Making the right connections. Ideas and questions. Okay. I want to read a little bit before I go on to the read. Well, I just started the read, but I want to read a little bit about the third house because I love doing these karma cards. I just started doing them again. The third house. Okay. It says, while the fourth house, which is Cancer, while the fourth house represents your home base, the third house is associated with all the ways that you and your home base are connected to the outside world. For this reason, the third house represents your neighborhood, the area in which your home lives, and becomes connected with the outside world. The special kinds of support given by the nurturing, all-forgiving parent symbolized in the fourth house will not often be found anywhere in the outside world. It is the third house for experiences with our brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and other relatives that prepare us for the experience with society. And also, real quick. And so conversations, as well as reading, writing, and all methods and devices that facilitate communication come under the heading of the third house. They reinforce the concepts of making connections with the world around you. In fact, it makes perfect sense that the house of connection is also the house of relatives. Sometimes it's true that it's whom you know and not what you know that counts. Deep. I'll repeat that one. Sometimes it's true that it's whom you know and not what you know that counts. Oh, felt that one. Okay, moving on. All right, so let's start your read, shall we? All right, so the first spread I have here is the the 10 of Swords with my Queen of Cups. Now, real quick, I just wanted to just share this with you. I'm not digressing. I like to meditate before I start a read. I was just shuffling my cards. I didn't even start meditating. Or did I? No, it was before I started shuffling. And I felt the biggest anxiety. I mean, granted, I've had anxiety before. You know, I felt it in my heart, my sacral, and my throat. It's pretty, you know, it's not a good thing. It's like hard to breathe sometimes. You feel nauseous, and that's how I felt with these cards. Moving on. Ten of Swords in the reverse and a Queen of Cups. So Ten of Swords, I think somebody's tired of the BS. Now remember, this is an energy read, okay? So I'm not reading for a specific sign. This is all signs, okay? This is for the collectives. People are literally going down on their knees and praying. Now, a lot of you do feel this way. A lot of you are trying to make sense of what's going on around you or inside your house, or both. The Queen of Cups does represent love, absolutely. I feel like a group of you just want to send out love to other people. Whether they have lost loved ones, jobs, are in the brink of, you know, mental health, or in the state of mental health. Anxiety is one of them. But with the Ten of Swords, you know, I'm going to clarify these two energies, but I just sense that it's just, you know, with so much love, it's just you're tired of the BS. And this could pertain to anything. Let's clarify. I have 3 cards here. I have 3 of Swords. No, sorry. 3 of Cups. 3 of Swords. 8 of Wands. This is fast communication. It's just one of the energies from the 8 of Wands. But I'm picking up nature. I'm picking up like nature for whatever reason. Now the 3 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. I sense family, for sure, friends, people that are close to you, absolutely. This could be even yourself. You know, it is a time for reflection. You know, I said that in part 1. It's going to be a time for us to reflect. Not that we have not have a chance to reflect. I mean, it's basically, for most of us, we have no choice, right? But because of the retrograde, and it's, you know, the retrogrades are a slower energy. It's like the cosmos are saying, oh, I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear us the first time. Why don't we make all 6 planets out of the 8 retrograde so that people could really ponder on what they've done in the past, what's going on in the present, and what they will do in the future. No joke, no lie. 6 planets in different houses. This represents you, my loves. Both of these energies. 3 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. When I see the 3 of Cups, you know, a lot of you are probably, you know, missing your loved ones, just being around the company of loved ones, and this could be just your children, your spouse, partner. You know, for the majority of you, it's family, whether they live with you or not. Friends. Oh, interesting. The 3rd house. I just read the 3rd house, didn't I? Wow. This energy is the 3rd house. communication. You know, the Eight of Wands does mean communication, even though it's a fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, I feel like, you know, the collective should embody this energy. Absolutely embody that energy. But with the Three of Swords here, when I see the Three of Swords, hold on, because this is a crazy energy right here with my Ten of Swords. I think that betrayal for sure. I mean, you see traitor, right? It was in the upright. I'm sorry, it was in the reverse, and I did sense some type of just not. It could be a combination of a little bit of everything. Not putting up with bullshit, and that could be inside your home. Not putting up with false information. Not putting up with defeat. Not putting up with you know, people's stupidity, inconsiderate a-holes. I don't know who that is to you. I know who that is for me. But listen, let me stop right here. Hold on a second. Because this is a serious situation right now, okay? I gotta put my glasses down. The full moon in Scorpio has been affecting me like crazy. We just had one. I think we're still going through it right now. I have about 4 placements in Scorpio. It is messing me up. But you know what? It's not just me. It's the collectives. Hello, it's the moon. Let me move my camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. I apologize for this technical difficulty here, including myself. Yeah, okay. The 3rd house, okay. Now, when the full moon for me, specifically for me, it's a good energy. It's better than the new moon. The new moon, I don't like the new moon. I don't know how, I don't like the way it makes me feel, but I've been reflecting the entire week. I haven't done readings the entire week because it's like I needed to reflect, take time to reflect. And I came up with a lot of ish that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. I can't even remember. I was channeling so many things yesterday. Again, channeling, communication. That was ridiculous. Everything that I saw, looked at, including a wonderful YouTuber that talks about Marvel, DC Marvel, I think it is, right? Marvel, my bad. I'm not a comic person, comic book reader, obviously, but Marvel, what the fuck, what else? You know, X-Men, Legions, to be specific, if you know any of those villains and superheroes, if you watch any of those on television or not. I'm sure you kids know about it, but what does this have to do with the reading? A lot. Bamboozled comes to mind. Now my Mercury is in Scorpio, so hold on to your seats. When I saw all these different types of, you know, things be just appearing to me. It could be, you know, I was looking at the news. I listened to a specific type of news that's unbiased, and something popped out to me. The thermometer they're using to check people's temperature. Now, granted, I get that. That's been happening for quite some time, right? Checking people's temperature in or out of the hospital. And something said to me, Leonore, look closely. Pause it and look closely. I pause it, I look closely, and the picture was a little, I felt just looking from my television, I'm sorry, I felt, okay, how can I put it? I felt like I was in the fucking Matrix. I was looking at the television and I felt like I was outside of this world. Like this didn't pertain to me. And I was like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I'm looking at like I'm not in this reality, whatever this reality is? Now, okay, moving on. When I look closely at the new thermometer they're using, which is a helmet, what the fuck? Where did this helmet come from? And why do we have so many in the globe now? People can't fucking produce masks, let alone a $10,000 helmet that cops stands. I don't know who's standing in the streets. I'm not going to say cops, but you know, they're standing in the streets with this helmet to check people's temperature, whether you're walking or into a building or in the streets. They look pretty expensive to me. But yet you can't come up with masks and supplies for the hospitals. I looked closely and I saw minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and then I saw temperature AVR. The fuck is AVR? It has to do with, and I could be saying this wrong, I could be saying the acronym wrong, but it has to do with electric manipulation, if that makes sense. Is there some type of force field or electric being manipulated by someone? Now, mind you, temperature means a lot. Temperature tells you a lot in your body. This infrared thing that they have in their head says a lot. Your body temperature for this whole, you know, illness and virus that's going on, yes, I get that part. But it goes much more deeper than that. I'm not even going to say it, but it does. And when I kept researching the electric, what is automatic electric, what does that electric have to do with anything? Electricity. A lot. Moving on. Sorry. I don't know. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to go any further. I've been having problems uploading my video, so I don't want to have problems with this one. Second spread. All right, so the second spread, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. I kind of like this energy. I was talking about some type of blessings, money, money, money. I know that sounds ridiculous at this time. But this all has to do with who you are and what you're doing. Where's your state of mind? Are you holding on to people, places, and things that may or may not help you? I'm going to say they will not. Are you depending on yourself or other people to make you feel whole? Are you depending on some type of security? Are you depending on someone, on something? Are you waiting for something? Are you waiting for money? Are you waiting for a relationship? Are you holding on to relationships you don't need to be in? You take it as it applies. Because I know for all of us, we're holding on to something. Past trauma, guilt, money. It goes on. The list goes on. God damn it, the list goes on. Let's clarify it. Five of Wands, interesting because I saw the Five of Wands when I was pre-shuffling, but not on this deck. Five of Wands with the Three of Wands. Again, fire energy. I don't know. I feel like we should all be embracing. Let's just embrace fire energy, okay? Fire signs, shout out to you. I love the Five of Wands here. Hello. Conflict? Hell yeah. Conflict? Absolutely. There's conflict going on, okay? In or outside the home. And I don't mean to laugh. I like it with the Three of Wands. We're not stupid. At least, I hope we're not. I think for the majority of us, we know what the fuck is going on. I just sat here and told you how much I channeled. Even in the first reading, I was telling you a lot of those placements and the planets, I channeled it. The energy, I mean. Now, the energy on this, there's conflict. Absolutely, there's conflict. But you know what? It's so funny that it's clarifying this. Now, all these cards were in the upright. And I just said, somebody's holding on, And this is not just, this is for the collectives. Again, this is for every sign, the collectives. When I see these two cards clarifying the first two cards on my second spread, I just see tension, and I don't want to say too much in the family. I mean, maybe for some of you, yeah. I think that you're waiting for the conflict to go away, the tension to go away. But I also sense that for the majority of you, I think you're kind of gonna learn. You're kind of going to learn, if that's proper grammar. You're going to learn some way or another, okay? That you can depend on some type of security. Okay, the security comes from within. Moving on. Third spread. So we have the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry. What the fuck is wrong, man? I'm sorry. You know what? I apologize. I don't know what's going on with me. I promised you I felt anxiety. Now I feel like fighting. How did I get from anxiety to like drama? I'm apologizing, okay? Let's move on to the reading. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords with Knight of Swords. Oh, goodness gracious, Leonore. All right, so they were both in the reverse. All right, so the Ace of Swords. No clarity. Nobody has fucking clarity. Of course not. Okay? Of course you don't. Bamboozled? You don't know the bigger picture? Damn right you don't. Damn fucking right. I sense with the Knight of Swords so much darkness. Now, mind you, in the Game of Thrones, whether you watched it or not, it all means the same thing. In this scene, this character, he is pretty dark. I don't like that he came in the reverse. I don't like sometimes when he comes in the upright. But the Knight of Swords is fast communication. I did sense fast communication with this. I mean, Eight of Wands does represent fast communication. I also sense some type of nature. There's something. You see how this oh God, what do you call this? It's not a deer, right? Reindeer? Oh, forgive me. I do love animals, but I'm not good with naming them. Look how this, let's just say deer for the sake of time. Look how this deer is running away from some type of, like, I don't know, disaster. Look closely. Now, I sense two things. One is there's a solar eclipse. Okay, so fucking interesting. Sorry. Guys, you have to watch part one, okay? If you don't want to watch a whole thing, at least fast forward to the end when I'm talking about the solar eclipse, which was the last energy that I was talking about. But it's good that if you watch the whole thing, it's even better. There's a solar eclipse coming. My guide said, even with the lunar eclipse, okay? My guides told me, but I'm looking at this either, it looks more like a sun, but it could be a moon. I don't know, full moon. I just spoke about a full moon, but whatever. Eclipses. That there may be some type of natural disaster. I don't know. It could be man-made. It could be not. I don't know. Okay. This deer is running for its life. I don't know what this is. It looks like comics. Comics, yeah. We're just talking about comics. Comets. Why doesn't that sound right? Coming from the sky, right? I mean, Jesus, wands represent fire, for crying out loud. Fire coming from the sky, I would run too. Now, I don't know. This could be a little bit of everything. I feel like one comet, I'm just saying comet, but it could be something else. One comet could be, you know, family issues. Another comet could mean, you know, financial loss. Another comet could mean a relationship, you know, rifts. You name it. It goes on. There's 8. Okay, you may have 8 problems. You may have 8 problems and 8 good ones. You know, 8 good situations, and I'm sorry, reverse. 4 situations. I'm just breaking it up evenly. 4 situations that's going on with your life. You know, maybe spending time with your kids. You know, for the good or the bad, and you know, being grateful that you have, you know, a job. You know, if you're an essential worker, thank you very much. And then, you know, maybe a couple of other ones that are not so good. You know, maybe don't know what you're going to do next month. You know, things are really up in the air for the entire globe. Plus, you name it, okay? Now, I know I'm going back and forth with the energy on this card, but the energy in this card, it's giving me both. It's just giving me both. It's either you personally going through issues that you want to run away from, communication that it's not good news. It's not good news, okay? It was with the 3 of Swords. But it also was with the 3 of Cups, you know. Again, I sensed, you know, going back to this energy, sorry, but I did sense, you know, a little bit of both, right? I just sat here and told you what the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups meant, and how 4 of these comets could be, you know, different energies, you know, different things going on in your life. But I also sense natural disaster. All right, moving on to the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. I don't know, something or someone in your, and this could be you, okay? Somebody here is very dark, manipulative, evil. Yes, evil. I'm gonna say that. That's a word coming out of my mouth, and I don't know who you may be, what you're doing, who are you doing this to, or if someone's doing this to you. I don't sense, however, you know, you may say, she's talking about the, the government, leaders, the virus. No, I'm talking about someone real close to you, like real close to you. This person Now, I did sense no clarity, right? I spoke about here no clarity about a lot of things, but you know, I feel like some of you may definitely be in this position of not having clarification on and the truth. You are trying to seek it. However, there's a lot of us that's being bamboozled. Again, that freaking word. But also, it could pertain to a loved one. Oh, I don't know why. I don't like this energy. I can't wait to clarify it. This energy is telling me there's someone in your, like around you, okay? Whether it's an ex, whether it's your current relationship, a family member, friend, co-worker. You may or may not know about this. Someone is around you, and it's not for and they're not after your good, for the good is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words, but they're not here to help you grow, help you self-develop, not supporting you. Let's clarify it. They're both in the reverse. But this also could also mean, you know, media, you know, not getting clarification from the media, especially they both have to do with swords, which is communication. Ten of Swords again, seriously? Ten of Swords with the Ace of Wands. Wow. Maybe this has to do with a relationship or a past relationship. That's interesting. You know, I just sense that some of you, or a lot of you, during this retrograde is going to be enlightened. Whatever BS, okay? Whatever BS that's happening, I don't know what that is for you. It could be a few things. Is happening around you. You will get some type of clarification, okay? You will get the clarification. If you don't have it now, guess what? It's coming for your ass. Look at part 1 for this retrograde reading. Nobody's going to get away with treating people bad. I don't care who the fuck you are. Sorry, it's not me telling you. It's the energy that's telling you. Now, are some of you going to stay in the game or fold? Okay, meaning keep fighting or give up? Are some of you going to let go of something that doesn't serve you? It just doesn't serve you. And this could be someone that you really love. This could be something that you really love. But in the back of your mind, you're like, you know what? There's something better for me. Maybe all this happened for a reason. Maybe this is telling me, this retrograde is telling me, this slow energy that's happening in the cosmos is just telling me, think again. Dig a little deeper. This energy is not right for you. This information is not right for you. Something's off. And you know what? With the Ace of Cups, good for you. You're getting it. And this is a collective read. Again, for all 12 zodiac signs. This mirror here, I love this depiction of the Ace of Cups. Reminds me of the Michael Jackson song. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. If you ever heard of it. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, or a woman, doesn't matter. But the song is called I'm Looking at the Man in the Mirror from Michael Jackson. What do you see? There's a beautiful verse that I did post on my Instagram page, I think. And I'm not a singer, but I just love singing, okay? I have a party in my head 24 hours, 7 days a week. But it says, who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need, of so much disregard, and blah 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 blah. All right, but it's deep. It's deep. I would listen to the lyrics of that song. Oh my God, my heart just got broken right there. And this could be within yourself. Look at this tiger. Oh my God. So much pain. But I love that it was in the reverse. I love that it was in the reverse because you're seeing through the BS. And this could pertain to anything. I have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck in my Game of Thrones. I love that oh, look at this. Five of Wands again. Hello. Yeah. Somebody's ready to fight, okay? For themselves, for the family, for their job, whatever the case may be. Two of Cups. I love this energy too. This could pertain to relationships. Some of you may walk into a new relationship. You may not be even looking for a relationship. And you know what? I sense that in this retrograde situation, again, please look at part 1. Venus in Gemini. Huh, interesting. Venus in Gemini. 3rd house. Okay, the love planet with the planet of communication. You may meet somebody. I mean, I know a lot of us are on lockdown. I mean, I'm in New York, so it's lockdown for us. Okay? Until further notice. And so maybe some of you may find the love of your life or someone that you can, you know, date. Congratulations. Or love for self, you know? All right, dolls. That's it. Sorry if I was very dramatic. Love you. Bye.